Hi, this video is about a working system to awaken your Kundalini energy. Now, many of my students are asking me to know how to awaken their Kundalini energy, and this subject is a little bit complicated, but I'm going to try and simplify it, okay? Kundalini energy is that energy that is stored close to the base chakra, right down here. It's so powerful that when two people bring their Kundalini energy into a climax, new life can be born in a form of a human baby. Many people imagine the Kundalini energy like a snake that is rising from the bottom of your spine up in a vortex motion, twirling upwards, okay? Let us, for 1 second, try something together just to get a basic understanding of what Kundalini energy is. I personally use this exercise when I feel a little bit tired and when I want to wake up. So, I want you to locate your sphincter muscles, okay? It's those muscles that you use when you're holding or preventing yourself from passing gas, or when you're preventing yourself from having a bowel movement, like holding it up. Good? Now, squeeze up for about 15 seconds. Go like, and while you're squeezing, I want you to become more aware of your body. Allow that snake to represent the Kundalini to go up your spine, okay? Change your attention, use your mind and feel it. Energy flows where attention goes. Be with this feeling. We're almost done. Don't let go, okay? Keep holding it in. I know it's easy to let go, but it won't teach you anything. So, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, how did it feel? Did you notice that you're actually releasing concentrating energy up your spine, especially if you place your focus on it? Did you notice that there's something shivering going up there? This is the power of activation. I'd love to share with you my own personal Kundalini awakening experiences. Some of you might have heard about it, what a Kundalini awakening is. It's actually when your body steps up its vibration, but it does it really, really fast. It happens sometimes when you have like a spiritual awakening, or when you become in love really, really fast with a person. So I had 2 of these, and 2 of them happened in close proximity to one another, and they were happening because I had this special someone in my life, and because I was in a time that I was experiencing different things in my life. And suddenly one day, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I started getting these waves of energy, okay? It kind of made me go like this. And I couldn't sleep, and it was very powerful. I felt a vibration in all of my body. In the beginning, I was very, very confused. I didn't really like it that much. But after a few hours, and again, I didn't sleep at all. It kept me awake. And it was very powerful, it was very strong, and it was very scary because I retroactively read about what it meant. And then it kept on going. With that, gave a nice bliss sensation that I can't really explain except for a meditative sensation that sometimes you get. And over the course of the next few hours, the next few days, it went from being very, very powerful and stimulating to very, very slow, until it became just a very, very rare sensation that I remembered what it felt like, and then it just disappeared, and then I actually kind of like missed it because it was fun after the first shock, okay? And that is called a Kundalini awakening, okay? And it happens from many, many different reasons. It happens to a certain population or a certain percentage of the population. So now I would like to teach you a very powerful technique for Kundalini awakening based on Kriya Yoga, okay? This technique will not only awaken the Kundalini energy, but it will actually move you closer towards spiritual enlightenment, which is something that a lot of us are trying to do. It can also improve our health and remove all stress and unhappiness in our lives. The Kriya technique for Kundalini awakening is probably one of the easiest ways to enter a blissful state of meditation. It's also what will be termed purifying technique, as it will purify the energy channels of your body, allowing more energy to move through without much resistance. Okay, you ready? So this technique is thousands of years old and is still used today because it's so effective. So I will explain it in 3 different parts. Part number 1, the inhale, okay? During the inhale, focus your breath at the base of your spine and run with it all the way up your spine and out of the top of your head. Do this for the entire inhale. And again, as you inhale, focus your breath from the base of your spine up the spine and out of the top of your head as though you are breathing up energy. Okay, there's no other way of putting it. For those that wish to start practice tantric sexuality, this is actually a good starting point to understand the energy at work. And this is where I started when I practiced it as well. So back to part number 1. You don't need to imagine anything, okay? This is not about imagination, but about focus. Focus your breath to move up the spine and out of the top of your head. And the focus should be relaxed. You don't need to force anything, like when you see a friend that is meditating and he goes like this with his eyebrows and is closing. No, that's overdoing it. Let it go. You're simply gently suggesting the energy to move up in that direction. So you're required to focus the energy up, but allow the Kundalini energy to move on its own. It may seem quite strange to focus your breath where your breath does not really go, but it's very, very effective. And most of you from the meditative world can probably understand that already. Breath is energy, it's prana. And simply by focusing your breath in a certain area, the energy of the body moves to that specific area. Again, energy flows where attention goes. So after practicing the inhale for a few minutes, you can actually start to feel the energy as it is vibrating up your spine. The sensations will be subtle at first, but over time it will become very blissful. It can almost feel like a mini orgasm, a rush of bliss moving up your spine. So part 1 was inhale, part 2, exhale. Move your breath down your front as you exhale. So part 1, inhale, part 2, exhale, moving the breath down the front. As you exhale, move your breath from the top of your head to the third eye, right here chakra, then to your throat chakra, and then to your heart chakra, located at the center of your chest. You probably notice we're going down the chakra system, but we're only going to go down until the heart chakra, okay? And it's only from the front. From the back, it's up our spine. Stop the breath at the center of your chest. There's no need to go down all the way, okay? And then again, inhale from the base of your spine, repeating the process I've described in part 1, and exhale part 2. Part 3, awakening the energy. Now, because this technique is taught from master to student, it requires some sort of activation. You can think about an activation like a vibration that is transferred from one person to another, sort of like from a teacher to a student. As masters don't really grow on trees, to awaken this energy by ourselves, there's an easy technique, but a very important one. So to do this by yourself, you need to silently repeat the name of an enlightened teacher or guru that you feel connected to. Whether you've met them, you haven't met them, alive or not alive. And I'll explain in a second, I know it sounds kind of weird. There are many to choose from, okay? Jesus, Buddha, the archangel like Raphael, Michael, and many more. You choose the one that comes up to your subconscious right now. So by focusing on their name, you awaken that energy inside of you. It has nothing to do with them as a personality or their body. It has to do with the energy that radiates when you think about their name. You can repeat the name as you inhale and repeat the name as you exhale. The reason for this is that you take on the Shakti energy of what you focus on. So by repeating the name of an enlightened guru or saint or master, somebody you know, you take on their energy and their state of bliss. If this step doesn't make sense to you or makes you some sort of, uncomfortable, you can just repeat a word instead of a name. You can use the word peace, or you can use the word tranquility. I love this word, tranquility. If you're one of my students, then you probably know that the first step is knowledge acquisition, and the second step is actually action. So it's not only about hearing what I just told you and the technique itself, but it's actually to use it, okay? Use it a few times, see how you feel with it. So my name is Ray Maor. You can find more of my videos on www.raymaor.com. If you like this video, you can like it, you can share it, or you can actually just post it all over your Facebook page. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.